Innocent music.
Dream Deferred. You are now tuned in. Breathe. Trust your process. Dream Deferred. You are now tuned in. Breathe. Trust your process. Dream Deferred.
Yo, what's up? It's your girl, Dani Dutchy, checking in live here tonight. It is around the 8 o'clock hour, maybe about 8:40. I'm not going to make this long. This is episode 16. Yo, that's crazy, y'all. Like, that's crazy. So I'm excited. I'm somewhat refreshed, but my eye is bugging out, right? I've had this twitch in my eye for about a good solid week and some change, or maybe we're getting close to a week. I'm not sure. I was told maybe I have like a magnesium calcium deficiency. So if anybody would want to send me some magnesium calcium pills, that would be great. Or suggest foods that are high in that. And I'm sure I know what it is. Just like I haven't been feeding myself the best way possible. That doesn't even sound right. I haven't been as regimental, as I could be with my diet. Is that better? So basically I need to get a handle on that. And you guys know how I feel about taking care of myself and you taking care of yourself. And I feel that that's the best way that we can do what we need to do in order to, make sure things happen correctly and that we're healthy and living our best lives out here and basically able to, feel your dreams, but you can't chase the dream if you don't have any chasing you, if you don't have any drive. And so I think, first and foremost, that comes from our physical, but also it could be spiritual or emotional. But I think all of those definitely impact one another. And so the purpose of this episode 16, Trick or Treat, is because it is Halloween, right? So it's Halloween, and I feel tricked. I don't know what the treats are. I am just coming off of vacation, so that was definitely a treat. And maybe the trick to you is that I think this is going to be it for season 1. I didn't necessarily even set out like with a game plan. Well, I did. But as far as how things were going to go, episodes, orders, if I was going to insert things, some things here and there, this is one of those insert here episodes. So I did drop it to you last week that, that might be the last episode. I'll be going on sabbatical, but I wanted to do it the right way. So I just want to break you off with some knowledge and some wisdom as to why I'm doing this and maybe some things to get you through the wait. You know what I'm saying? So I do appreciate you listening. Some of you all have listened to every single episode and major shout out to you. I'd love for you to maybe send me an email at DaniDutchy@gmail. That's DANIDUTCHI @gmail.com. You can find me on IG, Dutchy Dani, Twitter at Dutchy Dani. I have a Facebook page, Dutchy Dani. So please check me out. That's still DUTCHI and Dani, DANI. Of course, if you're listening to this, then you should see how to spell my name. I feel like I sound great tonight. I hope that I do. I hope you have started your week out in a marvelous fashion. So I know some friends and we had a good time this weekend. And basically, I guess before I get into why these things are important, I do want to tell you why I need this break. And, I think it's important to know that until your dreams can fully take over and drive, then you want to make sure you're maintaining in other areas of your life. And so I feel like I've been very zealous and excited and consistent with certain things. And I want to make sure that I'm still doing my best, as possible and as it allows, to, make sure that I don't let those things basically fall to the wayside. And I think the line of work that I'm in and then what I do, as far as school and things are important as well. So, I say education is key, right? So, and being an educator, I know that, there's some things that come first. So right now, this is about me prioritizing. This is about me doing what I have to do and, getting some consistency and knocking some things out until I can kind of, not to say come back to this, because I think it may be within, maybe just November will be off, finish out the semester strong and, go from there. I think that's probably honestly what happened. Who knows what may pop up with the episode around Thanksgiving. I think that would be great because giving thanks will be important. Maybe kick off season 2 for the winter, like a mini season. So like I said, again, I appreciate you all. So tonight, just trick or treat. You know what I'm saying? Like I think even with chasing your, I don't know why that's so far hard for me. Chasing your dreams, it can either be, I think, a treat, and I'm sorry, my friends have given me some good things. So, yeah, so a treat in that things happen and you see them falling into place and you're like, wow, this is confirmation. This is that universal like star alignment that shows me I'm doing what I need to do. I'm where I need to be. I'm meeting who I need to meet. I'm having the conversations I'm supposed to have. Walking the way I'm supposed to walk. I am studying what I need to be. I'm reading. I'm listening to. I'm feeding my spirit the right things. And but then there's still other things that are still there, that are still going on, that aren't stopping for you. And you take the time to make sure that I think you just can't fail. And I think it's not fair to, we could say the stars or to God or to you and all the hard work that you've done, even in those arenas, to like just completely drop the ball. And so I think it's important for you to make sure that, you cannot, it was something I heard, it's like spinning tops or spinning plates, and you can't spin all your plates at one time, right? You can only be good at spinning one plate at a time for the most part, to do it the best you can do. And so right now I've got to set this plate down and pick a few other plates up, to make sure that I'm doing my best, in those arenas. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm kind of sad, honestly. I'm sorry. I'm sad thinking about it and talking about it. And, but I know that it has to be done, and I know that I need to do it. So I'm going to do that. I've got guests coming soon, so I'll be scheduling them accordingly. And I think they have some great things to offer you, some great advice from some different disciplines. And then I've got some other cool projects that I'm working on. Tomorrow night, Creative Rec is going to be at, I want to say it's going to be at the Music Room. So if you're here in Atlanta, you should definitely check that out. Major shouts out to Akeem Torrey for putting it together. I don't know. I mean, your girl might be hosting. I'm not sure. We'll see. So that could be definitely very dope. It's going to be a dope event anyways. Brought to you by We Are In Crowd and some other folks. Corey James performing, Zay the Great performing. Going to be dope. So definitely check it out. So let's talk about some reasons why we need to take some vacations, why you gotta, I would say this is like treating yourself, but I think it's different. And the fact that sometimes the treat or the trick to the trade is time, and taking time off something to revisit it, putting it down, putting that toy down, like it's crazy looking at my watch. I got Buzz and Woody popping up. But the same way Andy picked up Buzz, at some point you got to put Buzz back down and go back to Andy. And so that's all we're doing right here. It doesn't mean you forget either one. It doesn't mean anything is less valuable. But until you see where this is going to be either a bit more advantageous or whatever, you still got to prioritize. And prioritize does not mean like juggling 50 things at a time and say, oh, these are my priorities. Well, you can really only have like one priority at a time for it to be a priority. So let's get it. So shouts out to, so guys, I was just in Aruba, beautiful. I never seen anything like that, never been that south before. I'm sunburnt, and I think it was well deserved. I think I earned it. And then I come back to 30-something degree weather here. Really, Atlanta, you are something else. You're really something else. So, one of the first things I would say is, we got, I guess, I don't call this person this, but Tierra from New York says to help recharge, help you unwind and refocus yourself. And those are her reasons why. And I think those are great things, like you go on a trip, you hope to recharge, you want to unwind from the real world, refocus maybe on what I don't know what's important to you, what you're doing, what you're about. And for me, like, I took some time even on my trip to just like be away from people at times. I got in my feelings probably like at least once or twice. But I took some time, honestly, to read some things and make sure that I could study for some things that I personally want to do and take some time to, focus while I didn't have people around. And I took some time on the beach to read articles and stuff for class that, I had to put as a priority. And it was kind of worth it. Like, honestly, it was relaxing, and it was good to like not have to do it in a stressful environment. And I think that's very important. So sometimes your break in the day, I would even say take breaks during the day to help you do these things, recharge, unwind, refocus. So I appreciate that. Let's see, who else managed to say something. I think it can allow you to someone says to trick off on a new zaddy. And again, I mean, God forgive me for these people, but I love them. So maybe you'll find you a new little boo, you know what I'm saying? New little zaddy, new bae, new little wifey. That's important. But more importantly, Brittany says to build memories. With maybe sometimes you build memories with yourself, but sometimes we do things like this with others. And either way, I think it's worth it to refresh your memory, clear that hard drive out, wipe it, or even purge, like I'm trying to do for the past lifetime with my things and my clothes. So pray for me in that department. Positive energy needed there. Shamir says, keeping relationships going when we're normally living life at such a fast pace that we tend to leave each other behind. I mean, and that's for real. Sometimes you have to go back and prune and maintain, water, fertilize, properly sun, these plants or these people in your life. Some of us have friends that are like, man, freaking aloe vera that you just can pop a piece off and put them anywhere and they'll flourish. And some people are, as steady as like bamboo. All they need is some water, no light. They're good to go. And then you have other people in your life that's like a rose or, dandelion or tulip that needs a lot. And so I think it's important to know that and slow down and make sure that we are there for one another, especially when you have friends or family relationships. I'd say even in your business, if you have like something that is on your own, do something for your employees and do things that are authentic. Like, don't copy and paste a thank you note for them that you got offline that they could find. Like, at least plagiarize for them. You know what I'm saying? At least plagiarize. Like, don't, or have someone else write it. I don't think that's asking too much, So that's that. Those are those people. Let me see what else. Let's see what else. Let's get it. I have some people from another circle. Oh, circles on circles on circles. So many circles that look like the Olympic rings. 96 ATL. It was all a dream. Emma Kelly. Okay, said it best. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I don't rap. But another crew of mine, Rachel says she can renew her energy and remember why she does what she does. But she says mainly just because she's a sane and kind human. So basically stepping back, I think she's along the line of kind of stepping back, renewing your energy. You cannot keep going on fumes or gas, and that's kind of where I feel like I'm at. And I appreciate you all letting me be honest. So remembering why she does what she does, and I think that's so necessary, in certain fields, especially where we're in human services. And I say human services in any field where you're helping people with things that they need or day to day. So healthcare, mental health, social services. If you're working in banking, if you're working in, like I said, a hospital, if you're working in a school, if you, any kind of things like that. I mean, we take on the most stress and we do the least self-care and our bodies get run down. Some days you have to take a day off. Someone told me they take a day off every month. I was like, wow, that's crazy. I haven't gotten there yet, but I've been out, but not specifically for me to just have those days, but I'm